Hey, I experiment a little bit for everybody else that hasn't been through this yet. So hopefully you guys can learn from my trial and error and do this a little bit quicker than I did. So MK4 Golf. This was an R32 specifically, but I'm pretty sure the trim pieces are identical between the Golf and the GTI and the R32. I could be wrong, but pretty sure. So the soft touch over time starts to scratch and peel, especially on the side underneath the steering column where the key ignition goes. A lot of them are all torn up around that edge there from the key, missing it. And so I had posted in an R32 group. Some guys recommended sugar soap, some guys recommended, or actually one guy recommended sugar soap, several guys recommended alcohol. And it's possible there's some better ways to apply it and to use it than what I did, but I did follow the instructions on the sugar soap, and alcohol seemed pretty obvious. Honestly, after some trial and error, letting them soak in hot water, not boiling water, but hot water, made that soft touch come off really easy. So I would start with that. Obviously, water is going to be a lot safer than any of the other stuff, and if you leave the sugar soap on too much, like what I did on this, where the bare plastic was, this was really exposed over here and just around. It turned that bare plastic white. So while other guys recommended just using that to get it off and then hitting them with that clear satin lacquer. The satin side of it actually makes it kind of duller and should blend, is what this other gentleman had told me. I didn't even use that. Didn't open that can just because of what happened to this that trim piece there. So I got a satin that duplicolored satin paint, hit it, ended up being way too reflective. I put it up in the sun, and it was especially for like these over here, those on top of the steering cover, it would have been way too reflective and obvious that they've been redone, and just annoying with the sun hitting it. So I went back, I got the actual matte paint, duplicolor acrylic enamel, and this is the final project. This one's still the original plastic. Those little spots, I mean, this is a brand new one I just ordered. Those little spots were on it when it came in. They're not as obvious to the naked eye as the camera, but still there. But I mean, at a glance, there's no difference, right? I mean, that's pretty dang good. So I would learn from my trial and error. I would avoid any chemical, sugar soap, alcohol. I would start with hot water if I was doing this over again, and see what that does. See how much comes off. Obviously, I had tried the sugar soap first, so maybe that and then the hot water made it easier. I don't know, but the hot water definitely worked very well. It was very easy. I just put some really hot water in a bucket, let them soak for, I mean, it was probably 5 minutes, no more, and it just started peeling off with my fingers. So hot water and the matte paint, and I think these are about as close to original looking as they get. Actually, maybe even a little bit better, because the rest of the trim in the car is not as bright and shiny as this, a little more dull. These are definitely a little bit more dull than this brand new one, but that actually works out better to match the stuff that's in the car still. So that's my recommendation. Hopefully that helps save you guys some time. Feel free to comment if you have any other suggestions or tips that it worked better for you. There's definitely not one right way of doing it, but this worked out really well for me. So I'm happy with it. Thanks for watching. See you.